How are we getting on, people? I hope you're all okay. Luke here from LAGFX. I'm excited to announce a new series that we are going to be starting every single month moving forward. I'm going to take the time to guide you through my previous month's performance. So I'm going to show you exclusively what we provide to our VIP clients. So that is going to be all the analysis we provide, all the educational content, and then any potential entries that we provide as well. All the trades that I'm placing, my clients are able to take part in alongside me. Now, throughout this video, I am going to be going through the chat of its entirety without skipping any of it, just so you know that there is full transparency there. I will show you all the wins and all the losses that we have taken this month. Now, you'll notice that we are very much about quality over quantity, and we actually only placed around 15 trades last month. I think 11 or 12 of which were winners, and then the rest were obviously losers. Now, if you guys do go on to enjoy the video and you have any feedback, please leave it in the comments below. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated, and I am very excited to see how this series plays out. I think this is going to be a great way to not only track my performance, but also give you guys a good insight onto what we have to offer. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. We started the month off with a giveaway, I think just towards the end of November, I think it was. We started the month off with a little giveaway. I often do little treats and giveaways for my clients. I think it's very important to give back. So if you do ever join the VIP chat, you will always be in with the chance of winning some kind of voucher or some kind of gift, just to show my appreciation. So well done, Scott. Scott won the Just Eats voucher that we gave away. And then on the 3rd of the month, we got straight into things. So as you can see, I provide thorough analysis with every single pair that I am looking to trade. I give a screenshot, and I often draw paths as well to show exactly where I want price to go to. And then I always give a description as well. So you'll see that I provided some analysis for the Euro JPY pair, the USD Japanese Yen pair, and then the Euro AUD pair. Now, out of all three of those markets, Euro AUD played out perfectly for us. As you can see, this was what I wanted to see happen within this market. We go down here. I gave my zone an area that I was looking to potentially trade from. And then as we can see, price actually tapped into the first one, delivered us with good confluence and confirmation to actually place positions. Again, you can see I offered full analysis with this. And what I also like to do is update my clients on a regular basis with how the trade is performing, how I'm treating the trade, and what I'm doing to maximize profits and minimize those losses. So as you can see, price plays out beautifully. Take profit is achieved with this smaller position that we placed. And then price actually trailed up into my second point of interest. And again, take profit was achieved for the second time. So that was two positions on the Euro AUD pair that I suggested about placing, and take profit was achieved on. So that was for 142 pips with a 12% returns on the trade and a 6 RR. Now, the reason why it was a 6 RR with a 12% returns is because when I place positions, I like to risk 2% of my equity. I always suggest risking no more than 2% of your equity. But with the trades that I place, as I said earlier, I'm all about quality over quantity. So my win rate is actually fairly high, which allows me to be able to place positions like so. Now, what I'll do is I'll obviously throw screenshots up as well throughout this video. So look out for those. Those are going to be screenshots of the chart, of the actual markets themselves, during, before and after. So you will see those pop up, and that is obviously just to ensure that I am being fully transparent with this video. Moving on to the 5th of October, I gave some analysis on AUD USD, sharing my thoughts on how I wanted price to play out. Obviously offered the guys another giveaway, always looking to give away to the people in the VIP chat. Again, provided some analysis for Euro JPY. You'll notice that I always analyze the same few pairs, and you'll see this throughout the video, that it's always maybe 4 or 5 of the major pairs, as well as gold. Those are my favorite pairs to trade, so you'll see that continuously through the video. So as we can see, providing analysis, providing updates on AUD USD here, and then here comes the second position. So this was a trade that I placed myself. You'll notice that there's a few of these throughout this month that I send out to the clients. These are positions that I have personally placed. If you want to follow my analysis and you want to follow along with the trades I'm placing, by all means do so. And as you can see, I'm providing regular updates on how that trade is playing out. So as you can see, I placed a position at 10:30 in the morning. I provided all my clients with a screenshot of the trade 5 minutes later, as well as a little description as well on how I want the trade to play out moving forward. As you can see, regular updates every 10, 15, 20 minutes. This position was in 10 pips profit within the first 10 minutes. And as you guys can see, I also found a potential re-entry for all of my clients there, giving you guys the opportunity to get in again on this market. If we look here, price tapped in perfectly, gave us brilliant rejection. So if you set a pending order within this zone, you would have been in on another sell position, which would have gone into profit pretty much straight away. As you can see, that is on a 1 minute time frame. So at this point, price was trading 17 pips from the original trade, 2.3%, 1.15 RR. I also gave a guide highlighting how we go about placing positions on these re-entry zones. That is now a pinned video for all my clients to see. Now moving forward an hour later, you can see that this trade was playing out perfectly. This was the re-entry zone that I offered to the clients. They could have got involved in this, no problems. Another brief description. This trade was now running 24 pips, which is 3.4%, 1.7 RR. Now, as you can see, if we keep scrolling down, 40 pips, the trade is playing out further to how we want it to. Again, if we keep scrolling down, it's now running 60 pips, 80 pips. Again, offering more re-entry zones for people to get involved in if they want to get involved in further sell positions. As you can see, those re-entry zones play out perfectly. So within this trade already, not only have I provided a top trade that people could have got involved in, as you can see, it's running 100 pips at this point, 14% from this trade. But I have also provided 2 re-entry zones that have played out perfectly as well. So those are 2 other opportunities within this one trade that you could have got involved in. And if we just keep on scrolling down, you'll notice that take profit was actually achieved, but it was achieved the following week. So I just thought in order to spice the video up a little bit, what I'll do is I'll head over to the live markets and show you the actual trades themselves, tell you briefly where and when I got involved, why I got involved, just so you guys have got more of an insight on that. So as you can see, this was the first trade, or no, the second trade, sorry, of week 1. As we can see here, take profit achieved for 163 pips, a stop loss of 14 pips, giving us a risk reward ratio of a 1:11. The reason why this was placed and the reason why we took part in this short position was because we had a penetration of a higher time frame point of interest. As you can see, I highlighted a last buy to sell region. I wanted to see price trail up into this zone, provide us with bearish structure moving forward, and then we could look to get involved, because that would tell me that price is ready to go on to take its next impulsive wave. Okay, so we had the penetration, perfect. We also had breaks of structure as well throughout this fractally. As we can see here, just going down to the 30-minute time frame, we had a nice low created here. Price came up to trail us into another last buy to sell region. As we can see, we mark out this whole area. We can see how price came to tap us into that. Then if we go down fractally, what I'll do is I'll just get the replay button just so we don't lose our spot. Again, if we go down fractally, we can see that we were then delivered. So once we had the break of structure to the downside, we had the trail back. Price trailed back into a fractal point of interest within this first initial impulse. We then waited for a break of structure to take place. This break of structure took place. So that was confirmation that, yep, price is ready to now go on and take its next impulsive wave lower. As soon as we had the first fractal impulsive wave, we waited for a pullback. As soon as we got that pullback, that is when we entered. So we entered here. As you can see, our stop loss was very refined. We probably could have refined it a little bit more as well, but I just wanted to be safe. So I just added a few more pips onto that. And then as we can see, price played out perfectly. So now moving on to week 2, I provided the guys with a little video there, just going through all of my analysis from the Sunday sessions video and any updates that I had. Again, offering my clients with another potential entry on Great British Pound AUD, another one on Euro USD as well. This was a temporary buy position that you'll see coincided and played well with our original sell position. So we actually got involved in multiple sells within this market, as well as a short-term buy, and you'll see exactly how this plays out. So Euro USD, Great British Pound AUD, lovely. This was a very small position, only 28 pips large, offered us a 1 to 3.36 risk to reward ratio, so about 6 to 7%. As you can see, this trade plays out perfectly. I think it plays out within an hour or two. As you can see, this just stems back to our Great British Pound AUD position. This was just another message just to confirm that this trade was playing out and we wanted to get involved. As you can see, it ran 35, 45 pips, 4.5%, 2.25 RR. I did go ahead and move SL to entry at this point, and I took some partials as well, and I think SL actually got hit at entry. And then you'll see here, this was the take profit achieved on the temporary buy position on Euro USD. Again, what I'll do is I'll throw screenshots throughout this video just so you can see the befores and afters in a more clearer way. But I just want to go through the entirety of my month's performance just so you know exactly what is provided with full transparency as well, okay? So XAU USD on the 12th, some lovely analysis there, letting people know that I want the market to go bullish. I want this market to trade us higher so we could look for buy positions. Pause the video if you want to, read the analysis. Euro AUD, I was wanting price to trade into this zone, provide us with bearishness moving forward. And then as you can see, if we go further down, you'll see this was the original Euro USD trade that took profit. That was the 28 pip trade that we took in week 2, but this was just a recap on the Euro USD sell that we took in week 1. So you can see 163 pips, 22%, and that's 11 risk to reward returns. So as you can see already, we have placed maybe 3-4 positions within the first 2 weeks that have taken profit. We've not had any negative trades throughout the first fortnight of October. Again, this is another thing I like to provide for my clients is midweek analysis. So on a Wednesday, usually I'll do a quick video just going over my bias and some of the things I'm looking for in the markets. So that was a nice little video there for the clients. Again, another trading opportunity, Great British Pound to the AUD. Price trailed into our higher time frame point of interest. As you can see, we go down fractally. I found a nice entry point here, a last buy to sell candle within this initial break of structure to the downside. So I had that zone waiting to be activated, that trade waiting to be activated. As soon as it was ready, I sent that trade out because that's when I placed it. As you can see, price is playing out perfectly. And if we continue to scroll down, you'll see exactly how price plays out. So we wanted to see price break below this last sell to buy candle as this was holding liquidity. And I was worried that this was actually going to push price higher. So I did go ahead and move SL to entry with this position. As you can see, price was trading plus 30 pips, 4%. We had a 15 pip stop loss on this trade. As you can see here, just reminding the clients that it's important to take partials and implement good risk management with your trades. And I think actually that trade went on to hit stop loss at entry. But again, we took partials there and this trade did run up to 4% returns. Now moving on to the 13th, Euro AUD, Euro USD, more analysis there. I also provided the guys with an end of week analysis video just to update everyone what I'm seeing, what I want to see in the week coming. And then to end the day off nicely, I provided everyone with an XAU USD trade. As we can see, this played out beautifully. 40 pips, 60 pips, kept on going, set 90 pips, 120 pips, 160 pips. This trade played out beautifully. And I also provided re-entry zones as well on this. And as you can see, we got a take profit achieved on this trade. This was a lovely way to end the week. Again, what I'll do is throw up a before, during, and after screenshot of this trade here, just so you know exactly how it played out. It can be a bit confusing just looking through this chart like this. But as you'll see, the trade played out beautifully and we updated the clients on a regular basis. So again, giving you guys a bit of an insight onto how I profited from these trades and how I placed these positions. As we can see here, this was the XAU USD trade that we placed. This gave us a brilliant risk to reward return of a 1 to 6. We made 12% from this position. As you can see, I waited for price to trail in to a higher time frame point of interest. As soon as we had that pullback, as soon as we had a fractal break of structure that took place here on the 1 minute time frames, I executed my sell position and I had my stop loss set above the peak that was created, take profit at the swing low. Very similar scenarios to all of the positions I am placing when it comes to those shorts. What we do is we look for selling opportunities by looking at selling dominant pairs, markets that are selling dominant, pairs that are bearish. We then wait for pullbacks. We wait for the right place to enter, allowing us to get those refined entries. But again, brilliant position, generated us with some brilliant returns. Now moving over to week 3 of October. This was Monday the 17th. If you had watched the Sunday Sessions video that was out the day before the 17th, you'll have known that I wanted to see this market go bullish. I wanted to see XAU USD go bullish. And as we can see, price did exactly that. Price played out perfectly. Overall, the 17th was actually a really quiet day. We didn't really trade much or provide too much content. On the 18th, some Euro AUD analysis, and then we actually went ahead and placed a Euro USD trade. Again, updating the clients from start to finish. As you can see, the trade is playing out beautifully. Currently running 18 pips, plus 4% to RR. You can see my profits there. How the trade's playing out. We just had a break of structure here, so this gave us the confidence that bearishness is going to continue. Again, providing more analysis here, just updating the guys in the VIP chat, keeping them aware of how the trade is playing out, always advising them on when to apply safety measures and take those extra precautions and put them in place. Obviously, it's down to you how you want to go about placing your trades and how you want to manage them. But I always give my insight and I always let you guys know exactly what I'm doing throughout the trade. So again, just more updates. Currently running 60 pips, lovely stuff. Providing you guys with some profit sheets. So this was the partials that I'd already taken on Euro USD. This was what I had left running. And then as we can see, we got another take profit achieved on this trade. Again, you can see my profit sheets there. There's full transparency with the trade, and you'll notice that I do quite often showcase my own profits. And I also encourage my clients to share their profit sheets in the comments as well. So as you can see, this is the trade that we placed. We had a 73 take profit and a 9 pip stop loss. That gave us a risk to reward return of a 7.73. So nearly 14% returns on that. What I'll do is I'll throw up the before and afters of this trade as well in screenshots, as well as some of the profits that I actually made from this trade. But now going down to the reasoning behind it. Very similar to my previous Euro USD trade. I had a point of interest, a higher time frame point of interest that I wanted to see price penetrate. We had that penetration. We had a distribution take place, a region of consolidation. Price usually will consolidate to build supply or demand depending on the direction the market is wanting to go in before it takes the actual move. This is exactly what happened here. Price was building supply in order to push the price lower. As soon as we had a break of structure here, and we had higher time frame breaks of structure as well, we could even go against this break of structure as well, which I highlighted. We waited for that pullback. This pullback came. So as soon as we had confirmation of bearishness and the next impulsive wave lower, all I did was I went down to the fractal timeframes, looked for a fractal point of interest for price to pull back into. We got that. As soon as price pulled back, showed rejection to the downside and broke structure fractally to the downside, again, I was in on a trade. You can see that my stop loss was set just above the peak created, and then my take profit was set at a higher time frame swing low. Again, another brilliant position that we placed here. Okay, now moving on to the 20th. This was Thursday of week 3. Providing the guys with some updated analysis on XAU USD, letting you guys know exactly how I'm wanting to see price play out, always drawing paths, letting people know what I'm wanting to see, what I'm wanting price to do. And within this video actually here, I showcased how the bullish analysis that I had predicted played out perfectly, as you can see here, and how I wanted to see bearishness now go and take place. So you'll see that I'm just updating the clients. And then I went ahead and placed a little position of my own on XAU USD. As we can see, price was playing out beautifully. Plus 20 pips on this position. That was 2.8%. We had a very refined stop loss on this trade. Plus 30 pips. And then as we can see, take profit was pretty much achieved here, but I actually got stopped out at entry with this spike, this sweep that took place. Again, full transparency, but we did pretty much have a take profit achieved there on that position. Again, just providing updated analysis on this position and on XAU-USD itself, just so my clients are left aware with what's going on. So now moving over to the 24th of October, this was Monday of week 4. As we can see here, I provided the clients with a full Euro AUD analysis and potential entry video, giving you guys a full breakdown on exactly what I wanted to see. I placed my position here on Euro AUD, and unfortunately we got an SL hit. So that was our first SL hit for the month. Bearing in mind we've taken maybe 9-10 positions prior to this, and that is not including any of the re-entries that I offered, just the positions that I had sent out to the client specifically. So that was our first SL hit there, 1-2%, whatever it is that you're risking. Me personally, I lost 2% on that trade. Again, providing the guys with more videos, more analysis, just to let you all know exactly how I want to see price play out on multiple pairs within my watch list. Now, as you can see, XAU-USD went on to play out perfectly from this analysis here. I was then looking for obviously sell positions within the XAU-USD market, and I was looking for sells in the Euro AUD market. We placed our sell on Euro AUD, and unfortunately we got another SL hit here. So that was our second SL hit for the month. So within 1 week, we'd had 2 SL hits already. I have a 3-loss rule, so if I take 3 losses consecutively, I'll try once more. And if that trade doesn't play out, then I'll take a step back, reevaluate what I'm doing, and go back on previous trades to ensure that I'm following my trading plan strictly and that I am taking every precaution that I need to in order to profit in these markets. So again, I was looking to potentially place another position on Euro USD. This was quite late on in the evening, so I was wanting to wait for further confirmation before I actually executed a position. As you can see, I updated the guys that following morning. We never had the confirmation we desired, so that position was never placed. Now making our way further on into the day, you can see here that my updated analysis for XAU-USD was playing out perfectly. So I had actually placed a position within prior analysis on this trade, but I wanted to offer the guys with another potential entry as well, so another re-entry essentially. And as we can see, price was playing out at first. It was playing out well, but then we got an SL hit on that. So that was the third SL hit of the week. So I had one last chance to provide a profitable trade before it was my time to take a step back and reevaluate what I was doing. Luckily, the first position on XAU-USD was playing out very well. This was analysis that was provided earlier on in the week. Again, I will flag up befores, durings and afters of this trade, just so you guys know. And you will have seen as well, whilst I was going through this, that I had videos on XAUUSD explaining exactly how I wanted that to play out. Now moving on, I wanted to provide the guys with re-entry opportunities. I wanted the guys to be able to jump in on XAUUSD if they hadn't done and profit alongside me. So as you guys can see, I provided them with this screenshot. This was a re-entry zone that I was looking for, as well as these two. So we had price penetrate this zone and we had good rejection. So it's basically suggesting that we could actually look to sell from that zone and then look for longer term sells later on within this impulsive wave lower. As we can see, price rejected well from here, offered us with another swing lower, giving those guys the opportunity to profit alongside me. Then we saw price take a sweep up, tapping perfectly into the zone that I mentioned earlier, giving the guys the opportunity to get a refined entry in this market and trade it all the way down with me. As we can see, the original position, so the position that was placed up here, was now running 100 pips. Now, if the original 2 re-entry points weren't enough, I wanted to provide the guys with 2 more. So again, I provided with a potential zone here and a potential sell zone here. I even put the increments here as well, just so the guys knew. So they had plenty of opportunities to go ahead and place this on their own charts, wait for the penetration of these zones and the rejection, and then they could get involved themselves. As you can see, price tapped in perfectly into the second potential entry zone that I offered. So as we can see, throughout this whole position, I had my original entry, which was provided to the clients through a video. giving a full rundown on my analysis and where and when I wanted to enter. I then provided them with a second area, a second place that they could enter here, and then obviously a third area of where they could enter here. So from these taps and penetrations, I obviously marked out where we were up to with these trades. So from the original position, we were 140 pips up, 28% 40 in RR. The second sell position that I highlighted and showcased the VIP clients was running 120 pips, 24% and 12 RR. And then the third sell zone was 70 pips up and 14% 7 RR. Now, as you can see, as price played out, the trade went very well. If we continue to look through this analysis, you can see that we made a lot from these positions and the returns that we accumulated were great. Now, I believe it's obviously important to give specific zones and entries that people can look to get involved in. Hence why I have done this. It is up to you to use your own initiative. Wait for price to play out as you want it to. Give you the confluence and confirmation in order to enter, and then execute your positions. If you do that, if you use your initiative as well as educated analysis, these are some of the returns that you can generate. Now, again, with this trade here on XAU USD, you might be wondering, well, how did you enter this position? How did you know to execute a sell position there and catch the entirety of this bearish impulsive wave? Well, I had a higher time frame point of interest. I waited for price to trail us into this, which as you can see happened. We took advantage of those buy positions here. I waited for price to trail us in, deliver us with a break of structure to the downside once price had penetrated. This gave us the confirmation that bearishness was now inbound and that there was enough supply in the market to push price lower. And then as you can see, we executed our positions. Now price penetrated, delivered us with a break of structure here. We got in originally here on the 1 minute time frame, but then to make matters even better, I highlighted another point of interest that was created through this first impulsive wave, giving us the ability to get in on another position, which as you can see was executed here. If we go down to the 15-minute time frame or the 5-minute time frame, let's have a little look. Yeah, as you'll see, I highlighted a last buy to sell region. This must have been on the 1 minute time frame. We had the penetration. I executed those positions, and as you can see, price played out perfectly. Now, throughout this position, you'll see that I highlighted multiple opportunities, multiple potential reselling opportunities that I gave to the clients, and that I will show you through screenshots. They will be popping up on screen as I speak, and you'll see that these opportunities were offered to us by looking and finding last buy to sell candles that had been left unmitigated, because price has to trail into these before it can continue moving bearish. Now, I'll let you all in on a little secret. Price has actually gone on to take profit, as we can see. Just today, price took profit, and we did actually go ahead and place a sell position from this resell zone, which you'll see I mention at the end of the video as a position that we were actually placing. Price did shoot up and take us out at entry as I moved my stop loss to entry to ensure that my position was safe. But ultimately, take profit was achieved for the multiple positions that I provided to the clients in October. This trade right here has to be by far one of my best trades that I've ever placed. Not down to the fact of what we've accumulated from one position, but what we have been able to achieve from 3, 4, 5 positions within this entire impulsive wave lower. Not only have we placed a position that has taken us from A to B, catching the whole impulsive wave, but we've been able to add to our position multiple times without it leading us into any kind of drawdown. And that is the end of October. So those are the trades that we placed. So we had 3 losers, and then we had about 11, 12 wins. I'm going to flag up all of the trades that we won and all the trades that we lost, so you can see exactly what the win to loss ratio was. But evidently, the information that we provide is top tier. We offer potential entries, we offer analysis, we offer educational videos on a regular and daily basis, all of which you can use to not only learn from, but also profit from. So as you can see, it is actually the 2nd of November. So I'll show you the performance on the 1st of November, and then I'm going to leave the rest of the month as a surprise for our next monthly review. So I provided the clients with a selling opportunity on AUD USD. This was a trade that I placed myself. The clients could get involved in that if they wanted to. This was just an update on XAU USD, how it was playing out. This was just some updated analysis. I wanted to see price tap into this zone. This was another potential entry zone. Let's just say it played out very well, and it is playing out very well as we speak. This was the trade that I provided to the clients on the Monday, AUD USD, as we can see, running 17 pips. You can see my profit sheets there, full transparency. Now the guys wanted a re-entry on this trade, as we can see. So what did I do? I went and provided a nice re-entry for them, as well as updated them with a partial that I had taken, and then the remainder of the position that was running. At this point, this trade was running 27 pips, 3.6% returns, 1.8 risk to reward ratio. Then we had fundamental news come out, which impacted our trade in a positive way, but didn't offer us with a good re-entry. As you can see, I took another partial, and our trade was running in some good profits. At this point, it was running 50 pips, plus 6.6% and 3.3 RR. As you can see, this continued running now 60 pips, 8% for RR. Now, if you guys take a look at this potential re-entry, you'll notice that price actually came to tap into a zone just lower that it had created from the downthrust from the fundamental news. Again, letting these clients know that this is a potential entry and this could be an area that we could look to get involved in. And then I'm going to leave the rest a secret because now we go on to the 2nd of November. Make sure you tune in next month for our November's review. It's going to be a good one, put it that way. Already we are up, and we are up very well. So make sure you tune in next time. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. As I said earlier, this is going to be a video that we provide month in, month out. Moving forward, we want to be able to showcase how we are doing, how we are performing, be fully transparent with our performance. I think it's important to be transparent in this industry as there is a lot of misleading information out there. So hopefully this kind of gives you the reassurance of how we perform and how we provide content to our clients. I hope you've enjoyed the analysis that I've gone through as well on some of these trades. And yeah, as I say, we've already placed 2 or 3 profitable positions within the first 2 days of this month. If you have enjoyed this video, leave it a thumbs up. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. If you aren't involved in the VIP chat, this right here is a perfect example as to why you should get involved in the VIP chat, because as you can see, the analysis, the educational content, and the potential entries that we offer are to a thorough and professional standard. That is something you are going to struggle to find in many other Forex groups out there. Now, without blabbering on too much, I've been Luke, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.